Hello, good evening, everybody. Happy Monday to you guys. I am so excited to be here with you guys on tonight. My name is Brianna Anderson. Listen, I'm down here in Orlando, Florida. We are broadcasting live. Tonight, we're going to be talking about how to make millions online. Do me a favor, take a moment and share the broadcast. Let somebody know. Let anybody know that we're on tonight. Shouts out to the On the Road to Financial Freedom Facebook group who is diving in with us on tonight. I am super fired up and I am super excited to welcome tonight's awesome and amazing guest. When I tell you guys, this man is he's like a global phenomenon. I'm telling you, one of my millionaire mentors, Mr. Boniface Ogunti. So as you guys are coming in, do me a favor, take a moment and share the broadcast. Tonight, we want to talk about how to make millions online. I want to bring somebody to you guys tonight who's actually doing it, who's actually making millions, who's actually scaling six-figure businesses per month. I'm telling you guys, it's not just about talking about it. He's actually living it. And not only is he living it, but he's helping other entrepreneurs and business owners do the same thing. So I'm excited to have him tonight. I see everybody's tapping in. Real quick, if you would do me a favor, inbox this video to somebody, a business owner, entrepreneur that you know, because most of you guys on here are entrepreneurs and you're business owners. I need you to send it to about 5 business owners right now. Let them know that tonight's information is key for their next level. They do not need to miss the information and the knowledge that's going to be shared on tonight. I'm telling you guys, when I met him before the pandemic, like right before the pandemic, literally he gave me the tools and the keys and everything I need to really take my business to the next level. And for many of you guys who are on here today, local is all right. It's okay doing local things, having help from local people. But at some point in your business, it's time for you to go global. It's time for you to scale. It's time for you to take your business to the next tax bracket. And for so many of you guys who are on here on tonight, you probably are in the same shoes I was in 2019. I knew for a fact that I should not be making just 6 figures a year. It had to be some way I can make multiple 6 figures in a month. Different things like that you may have. And I'm telling you, what he's going to talk about tonight, I got some questions to ask him because I want you guys to see where he comes from. I want you guys to hear his story a little bit and hear some of the amazing things that he's doing even in other countries so that you all can understand that online right now is one of the easiest times to really, really make money. So without further ado, I'm going to bring him on. Good evening.
Brianna, how are you?
I am amazing. How are you?
I'm amazing. Where are you located right now?
I'm in Orlando.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Listen, I'm so excited to have you on tonight. When I tell you, you have literally changed my perspective about advertising. You changed my perspective about business. It's like a whole new level. And I'm just so excited to have you on here tonight. Go ahead and tell them who you are, where you're from, and what it is that you do.
So, hey guys, my name is Boniface Ogunti. I'm a serial entrepreneur, generate millions of dollars online in a very short period of time. I'm located in Atlanta, Georgia right now. I'm also from West Africa, Liberia. So I'm an international investor. I have business overseas and I also have businesses in the US as well.
Yes, listen, how old are you, Boniface? Because I was thinking about it. I don't know if we asked, how old are you?
I'm 25 years old.
So you're 25. Okay, so 25 years old and you are making millions online.
Yeah.
Okay, but not only are you making millions online, one of the things that I like about you, I love your program, is that you help us, you give us the blueprint, you give us the tools that's needed to start scaling. So just real quick, what's your biggest amount of money that you actually have made in a month online?
So the most money I've ever made in a month was $1 million in 1 month online.
Oh wow! And that's just like e-commerce.
That's straight digital product sales. Straight digital product sales. The most I've done with e-commerce was about $500K, but digital product sales, because it was a lot easier to scale, was over $1 million that month.
Oh wow! And so, how did you get into e-commerce?
So first, we could backtrack on how I even got into online marketing, and I'll give you guys the scope on it. So first, I was a regular guy like everybody else, right? So I used to live in Minneapolis, right by Chicago. So living in Minneapolis, there wasn't a lot of there wasn't really a lot of job opportunity for the minorities.
Mhm.
So the only thing I knew when I was growing up, I used to listen to a lot of Les Brown and John C. Maxwell and all these guys. So I seen these guys talk about sales and marketing, and
Mhm.
that's all they would talk about in their speeches. So, and I would be like, oh, I never knew what entrepreneurship was. I wasn't like, some people would be like, oh, this guy, he must went to an Ivy League school. They might think like I was like this rocket genius, but it was nothing like that. Like I had average grades in school.
Mhm.
I was a B, C student. It was just that I wanted to do something and I wanted to find something to do in life.
Mhm.
So when I was in Minnesota, I used to work at Costco. And when I used to work at Costco, I used to do sales in Costco, and working in Costco, I started meeting a lot of different type of people. So when I used to work there, I heard some people, one of my friend from high school, he was like he was making money on social media. And this was in 2015, 16. So he was like, "Hey, I'm making a lot of money on social media." He was like, "I'm making 30 grand a month with a blog." So back in the day, what everybody used to make a lot of money from was articles. So everybody would write articles and they will put it on Google, and everybody will put Google ads on their articles because most people back then, they wasn't visual learners. They text, they read a lot. So a lot of people, when they want to learn something, they'll go on Google and search it up. So my friend that was making about 30 grand a month with a blog at the time, I was about 18, I was like 17 years old. I was making like 5 grand a month working at Costco. So then one of my friend came to me, said he was making 30 grand a month with a blog. At the time, I wasn't the best speller, right? So I didn't think I would do well with the blog. So I was like, that's not something I'll be able to do because I wasn't like the best speller in the world, because you really have to know how to articulate your words and everything to be able to really write good, proficient articles.
Right.
So I knew it wasn't something that I was going to be able to be great at. So right away, but my my friend comes to me and telling me that people was making money online was all the reinsurance I needed to know that I needed to find something to do online. So what ended up happening was that I started doing some research. I went on YouTube. I typed out how to make money online. It was like a whole new world for me. It was like, whoa, this is crazy. People are really making a lot of money online. So what I would do is just watch videos of people making money online. First, I would search how to make 100 grand, how to make 10 grand a month online, because that's what I used to believe I could hit back then. So
Mhm.
that would be my search. I always say, how do I do 10,000 a month? What can make 10,000 a month? So, and I would see all these different people talking about different ways to make 10,000 a month, and I watch like I was just at home, just watching. This was back when I first was getting started. So I would just be there, just dissecting video and just watching a whole bunch of videos on how to make 10 grand a month online, and just to give me reassurance that it worked for other people and other people are making money online. And me, the thing about me is if I see someone doing something, I don't feel as if they're better than me. I just feel like they're more knowledgeable, and I just need to
Yes.
learn knowledge so I can be able to apply it in my life.
Right.
So I started doing more research, and I just started getting that confirmation from more people. And I
Mhm.
started seeing a lot of people was getting into with e-commerce at the
Mhm.
time. So I started seeing Shopify was a new platform that just came out, because
Mhm.
Shopify it came out in 2014. It
Mhm.
was most people used to use like Wix and Big Cartel and all these platforms. But when Shopify really started scaling up and getting a lot of marketers, it was a platform that had a lot of integration with a lot of people that they can leverage. So I
Mhm.
created a store with Shopify. I went on YouTube, watched a whole bunch of videos on YouTube, and then I first month I started doing it, trials and errors. I was going trial and error, trying to figure it out. I did 10 grand. But
Wow.
because I saw other people, I was already giving myself a confirmation that it could work for me.
Yeah.
So me giving that self the confirmation that it could work for me, it was a no-brainer. I just needed to find someone who was actually doing it and just do the same exact thing. So
Mhm.
that's what I did. I literally just watched a whole bunch of videos on YouTube, because YouTube teaches a lot of things, and a lot of people don't put the time in to sit. The difference between people who are successful and the people who are not is time.
Mhm.
A lot of people don't put time in to learn something. So if they don't willing to put the time in, they're never going to be able to achieve that success. So due to the fact that I had the time at the time to really put it in, allow me to really understand how to convert more customers online. So that's how I got started. I literally started like that. I started making like 10 grand. Then after I most importantly too, I was always willing to invest in my education.
That's it.
A lot of people never was like, a lot of people are not willing to invest in the education. But me, like, I spent over $300,000 just on online courses because I always wanted to learn what other people know that I didn't know. Because I always was curious. I never looked at investing in my education as a lack. I looked at it more as a gain because I'm learning something new that I didn't know. There's small little nuggets that different courses can provide for an individual if they just pay attention. But a lot of people don't really pay attention. You can tell them right now, there's people that are going to watch this live, and there's going to be a percentage of people, they can just hear the littlest things that we're saying. And a month from now, the life is changed. Just the littlest things we're saying, their life could be changed. But a lot of people are not going to pay attention.
That's right.
They're just going to listen. They're just going to see. They're just going to hear what we're saying just to hear it. But they're not really going to pay attention to what we're saying. They're not going to go apply it. They're not going to listen. So I was willing to pay attention. So any question, you go ahead.
No, that's so good, because I'm gonna tell you what really drew me to you back in like at the end of 2019 when I first joined your mentorship. And shout out to my husband, because when I came to him and I was like, you know what, I need to get into this man's mentorship. He keeps popping up everywhere, and that's one of the things that I knew you had the key to was traffic. Because I went on your website one time, and the next thing you know, you all over everywhere I looked, you just kept popping up, and I was like, babe, he got the sauce. He got something that we need. And so literally when I started in your program, one of the things that you really started us out with was tearing up that mindset. You was just like, hey, none of this stuff is going to work if the mindset you have is not right. And you are very disciplined. I was telling my pastors about you last night. I said, this man is the most disciplined man I know. Like, you will set your whole calendar for a year. Like, it's just so much you showed us behind the scenes. Like you said, the small things that you would think is small is so big to us that I grabbed and I ran with it. And I haven't even really got started, because this thing right here that you got me on right now is about to really do what I wanted to do in 2019 times 10. And so one of the things that drew me to you was your story. You come from West Africa, right?
Yeah.
And I think you recently released that you have started investing over there, because you started in e-commerce, but then now you're building generational wealth. And, that's what we're all about, generational wealth over poverty. And I see what you're doing now. You're helping now build in a whole nother country. Tell us about that, because there's a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners on here. They don't have a goal big enough. And I tell them all the time, if you really want real success, you got to have a goal that's just not just escaping the 9 to 5. You got to have a real life goal of success that you're going to literally be able to change other people's lives. So tell me about that, what you just launched.
Like, I'm going to be like, for everybody who's on here, and I'll say this loud and clear. When I made my first million when I was 21, but I didn't accept that I was a millionaire until I started investing in Africa. Because money was boring. It was like, because when you're online, right, and you know how to get customers, it becomes very repeated. It becomes something like you just do over and over and over again, because you can never run out of customers online. There's too many people in the world. So it's all about who can advertise and put their advertising from the campaign. You always make money. So I got to the point where I got tired of making money. I didn't get tired of making money. I got tired of making the money the way I was making it, just online. And I was like, and I really wanted to find a bigger passion, something bigger than just, because it's so easy to run an online business. So I was like, I really want to I want to invest in something that's bigger than me. And I knew that I had to make a sacrifice for that. And I was willing to do that. So that's how I started investing in Africa, because when I went to Africa, first time I ever went to Africa was 2019. I was raised in the United States. I came here when I was about 4 years old. So I basically was raised here. Never been to Africa in a day of my life. But my mother was in Africa. I never seen her. I came here with my dad. So I never seen my mother. My dad took care of me, my grandma, all my life. So when I went there and I saw there's people who live great lives in Africa, but there's people who don't live the great life. So me going, I'm already used to people living great life in the United States. So when I went to Africa, I went to see the people who wasn't living a great life in Africa. So I wanted to go see how those people was living. So when I was there and I was just seeing how those people was living, I felt like I had a duty. Like I had a duty to come and do something to change this narrative. So when I felt that way, I started making more money faster. Because first, I lost the passion of making money because I was just here in the United States, just making money, making money, making money, making money. It was never fun anymore. It was just the same thing over and over. But when I saw that I had a duty in Africa, when I saw that there's people out there that they don't have the same abundance that I had in the United States, I was like, okay, I got to make a sacrifice to start investing here. I got to make a sacrifice to change this. If I can make some sacrifice to change this for the next generation so they can add upon, why not me? Right. Because if someone don't do that, then who else will? So that's why I was like, you know what? I made a big leap, like I never was there before, it's just my dad. My dad had a business there when he was younger, but he moved to the United States. So he never really had stuff like that. But when we went there in 2019 and we just looked at the grounds and see different things that was going on, I always wanted to make sure I invested in something that would bring me a big return in cash flow right away, because I could take that cash flow and invest in other sectors. So what I was thinking is like, okay, maybe I'm gonna get in transportation. So I bought about 44 different trucks and I basically shipped them from China there because I needed something that would generate me a lot of cash. Wow. So I could be able to reinvest that cash in another sector like real estate or something else, right? So that was the decision I made. And the decision was, the reason why I made that decision was due to making a sacrifice on my people for the next generation who's gonna come. The same way how Vanderbilt and all these super entrepreneurs made the sacrifice for us here in the United States, for us to have the life that we have. Mark Zuckerberg, all these people made the sacrifice for all to have the technology that we have. All these technology that we have, there's people, over 5 million people died in Congo for tantalum. And that's the things that we use in our laptop. So someone have to make a sacrifice for the next people, no matter what in life. Wow. So it's who's going to make that sacrifice. So I started realizing this at the end of the day, if I'm going to be alive, let me fight for something greater than myself. And that's why I made the sacrifice there. And then I was able to and now my motivation of making money is actually better now. Because first it wasn't like my motivation was just stagnant. It was like, why do I want to make money? I have the condos, I have the cars, I have everything I want. What do I need? What else do I need? I want to buy a jet. I want to buy more cars to ride around Atlanta. Like, that's not satisfying to me. Like, right. What's the point? So it's like, I got to do something bigger than myself. So that's why I ended up doing that.
Wow. Listen, it's so many entrepreneurs and business owners who are on here tonight, and I know they're super inspired. What do you feel like right now? And we're in e-commerce, and for those of you guys who don't understand what e-commerce is, Boniface is like a beast in e-commerce. So get a digital product. If you can tell us right now what we need to be doing and focused on, no matter if we're authors, if we got a book, if we got a personal brand, if we got a business, I mean, there's no lack of success right now. Like you said, there's billions of people out there. What do you think? What would you tell us that we need to really be focused on right now?
First of all, the first thing, everybody needs to get the hunger back, because that's the number one thing. You can have the digital product, right? But you need to have the hunger back that you want to be actively making money. Like, Brianna, I see you going live. You're always active. You're always active. All the other business owners, get active, because it's like, if you don't get the customers, your competitor will. Right. So why not get active? There's so many people. First, you need to get up tomorrow, whatever you're doing, and start posting your content. Get your ebooks, get your website up, get something to sell, and just start going like that. If you're trying to get to 10K a month, get up. It's just the laziness. You need to stop it. Get up and start selling something so you can start generating some income right away, right now, So for everybody who's out there, you're trying to get started, get an ebook, get these digital products. Physical products are good to sell if you're building a brand. Right. if you're building a brand, like let's say one of my girl, she has a skincare line, so she
Yes.
sells that, right? So like, if you're building a brand, physical product is a good product to sell, but digital products are a lot easier. If you're just trying to I tell people you need a cash flow business that funds your passion. So if you just want a cash flow business, something that just to make you money right away and just so you can be able to invest long term, sell some digital products because it's so easy to create. You can get so many people to develop these digital products for you. I even have a course that teaches you how to create these digital products, but you can get so many people to create these digital products for you so you can go out there and have a product to sell.
Right. No, that's true. That's true.
Does that answer your question?
No, it does. It does. I was just making sure my internet connection is good. Okay, yeah, we're still on. So no, I agree totally, because my thing is what I want other people to understand, especially entrepreneurs, is that there's a whole nother world out there right now. You know, it's like, and a lot of times we are only what we've been open to. We think that that's it. You know what I'm saying? Just our personal friends and family, just a couple of people here and there. But you have an exact strategy. You have an exact way that literally shows and can show us how to scale any type of business. It's just a formula and it's just a system. Am I correct?
Yes, exactly.
Got you. And so for, I know they're releasing like a lot of stuff going on right now, especially what's happening in the digital world. What do you feel the number one thing that we should be doing, even with our product and service? Like you said, we got to get active. We got to start doing content. Now that's something that you are really pressing me on. I'm telling you, like the content, getting my face out there, getting my brand out there, getting what I have, the problem, the solution that I have to the problem out there more. Because one of the things that I do love about you is that not only are you disciplined, not only you are a mentor, coach of coach, but you've been coached and trained by the best, but you always stay like ahead of the curve. Like you're not behind when it comes to social media, making money online. You're always like 5 steps ahead of whatever's going to take place. And so you have this new program, and I want you to talk about it because I've invested in it, and I believe it's going to take everything about me to the next level. I'm just preparing behind the scenes, and I know it's going to take everybody else to the next level. So what is this program that you're releasing?
So the new program is called the Digital Accelerator. So the Digital Accelerator is basically first program is called the Ecom Accelerator. Over 4,000 people joined the program, produced tremendous results for people. We have people doing 7 figures in the program, 6 figures. The success rate was crazy of how much people achieved the success. But throughout the time, over the years, because we've been optimizing this program since 2016, 2017. So I started noticing where the market was shifting towards. The market is shifting towards digital products instead of more physical product. So I knew that because 90% of my millionaire clients that are doing millions is because they're selling digital products. So I always looked at why are my clients making my 7-figure clients making millions and my 6-figure clients are only making 6 figures. And I noticed the key component for them is the products they're selling and the long-term longevity each product had. So I knew that physical product was dying down for some of my beginner clients. They would sell the physical product. It would do great. They would make a lot of money. They would make 100,000 or whatever they make up with it. But then the product died down due to different trends and different things that's going on in the marketplace. But what I noticed with digital products, it had more of a consistent flow, because no matter what in life, people will always be able to buy education.
Right.
Things like you're in the credit niche, right?
Right.
Like I have about 5 clients who's doing over $1 million a year in the credit niche. So that market is never gonna leave. No matter how many people's in that market, there's always new people every single year. That's what entrepreneurs don't realize. Every single year, there's a new wave of people coming in the market. There's always a new wave. So the digital products does way better than the physical products. So that's why we optimize the products, our courses, to more focus on digital products for our clients to sell more digital products so they can have a long-term sustainable business. So, and digital products, you don't have to ship anything. You know, with physical product, you have to actually ship something to someone, and there's so much contingency with it. But with a digital product, it's just an email. Somebody buy your ebook, it's just they send it to their email. Somebody buy a vendor list from you, it sends to their email. Somebody buy website services, it's done over the internet. and everything is done on your computer. It's not like you have to physically go ship this to somebody's house. So
Right.
that's why we got out of the physical product niche and got more into the digital product niche, because the digital product niche is more sustainable.
Wow, wow. Okay, and so I realize that now too, because I was in a place, in the credit industry, service-based business, right?
Yeah.
It's like a service-based business, and it's good. I'm not, knocking it. It was great for the time, but I felt like as things shift, as the wave shift, that we need to shift with the wave. Like you said, you take some cash flow to invest in other things. So I'm understanding now we're in the information age. People want to know how to do stuff themselves. They want to know, they want to increase their own self. That's just what the lane we're in today. And so I understand that now that I'm shifting everything as a business owner, especially an entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur, we can't get boxed in. And that's one of the things that you teach us. Always be ready to learn something different. Always be ready to change if you need to change, because just follow the money.
Yeah.
Just follow the money. You have a lot of stores and businesses that you're not even the face of, but it's still generating you income, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I figured that. So that's for those of you who are on here, and I know we got knocked out. It said somebody reported the video, but people are coming back on. For those of you who are just coming back in, you can catch the replay because the full replay will be available. But if you are an entrepreneur, business owner, right now is the perfect time for you to get under a coach or a mentor that knows what time we're in. Not only that know what time we're in, but where we're going. Because one of the things that I love about Boniface is he's not going to just tell us something just to tell us. He's showing us and teaching us everything that's already generated him millions of dollars. I think you posted the other day that you just hit $5 million in one of your businesses, right?
Yeah.
So 25 years old, $5 million in sales. A person sometimes is born and dies and never sees $5 million. So there's a system that you have that we all can really, really, really learn from. And I just appreciate you in my life, especially me and my husband's life. I appreciate the teaching and the coaching that you're giving us. I appreciate, everything that you're sharing, even on tonight, because somebody is getting inspired. Because somebody been sitting in a box. They've been okay with making, $100 here and there. I have a lot of authors. I have a lot of people who are on here who are launching brands, and they are literally trying to find out, okay, how do I jump in when it seems like it's crowded? It seems like it's noisy. So what
it's never noisy. It's noisy because you're paying attention to the noise.
Come on.
It's never noisy. There's too many people in the world. You can't feel as if there's so many people's in the market. That's why I like to tell people you got to get rid of the distraction. Like if you see, like there's a tool that I use on my computer and on my phone. It's called High Recommendation, where it blocks out everything. I don't see any ads. I don't see anything on my newsfeed. They just see me selling my products. So if you're an author and you have a product and you have a message to give, all you need to do is focus on how you can advertise, because the only thing that matters is you getting your message in front of more people and just converting those people. Nothing else matters. Nobody else matters in this world but you selling your product. So you don't want to think about who else is out there. There's nobody else out there but you. People don't know anyone. 90% of people in the world do not know they could buy whatever. It could be a credit course. That's just like 10%. The world is so big. The United States is so big. There's people that never heard that. There's so many untapped market. And what you guys have to realize is that everyone resonate with everyone differently. The way how somebody will resonate with you, it will be the different how the way somebody resonate with Brianna. Right. Everyone resonate with everyone differently. So don't feel as if you can't go out there and sell a product. There's too much money in the marketplace for you to not be going out there and selling something.
Wow. It's too much money. So millions online, that's what we're about to do. So tell them how they can contact you, how they can follow you and reach you, Boniface, and your program. Tell them how they can, sign up, schedule a call with your team and see what you can do for their business.
So the first thing you guys want to go to my Instagram is I am Boniface Ogunti on Instagram. I'm mostly active on Instagram. You guys can go there on Instagram and you can click the link in my bio to be able, or you can DM me. One of my team will reply to the DMs and we'll get you guys on the call. Any questions you guys have, you want to learn more about our programs and the different services and stuff that we have to offer, you guys can DM us and we'll be able to do that for you. And sometimes I host webinars, but you will always see them. I always post about them on my Instagram. I'm mostly active on Instagram. So you guys can go over to my Instagram and you'll be able to see that. If you're on Facebook too, you can add me as a Facebook friend, but I'm not really active on Facebook. My team posts on there. You might get some replies and stuff, but most time I'm active on Instagram at I am Boniface Ogunti on Instagram. If you don't have an Instagram, it's fine. Just add me on Facebook and DM me. I will respond to you right away too as well.
Awesome. Okay, real quick, last question. How important is it for us to scale our businesses?
It's very important because if you're not scaling your business, you can't be comfortable. First of all, America is so like, I don't know, like if I go like you living a life in America, you really need to be making over 100 grand a month. Like to live a normal life. Like if you're like, you need to, because if you're not making 100 grand a month in America, you're not really living. So you should be making more than 100 grand a month in America. If I don't know where you guys are located, where you're at, but inflation is going up. So the littlest thing, I'm sure you're seeing gas prices going up. Everything is going up. Rent is going up. Everything you do is going up. So you gotta get around the people who have the information to help you now scale your business. The most important thing with scaling a business is having the traffic and having a great products to scale. Because if you have a good product and you can draw the traffic, you're going to be able to convert customers. So you got to master traffic and you got to master how to create good products for the customers. Because if somebody comes from your traffic and the product isn't good, it's not going to be working. So for all the coaches and stuff out there, focus on your traffic. How can you learn how to do Facebook ads? I would literally sit a month and learn, like block out distractions, learn Instagram, make a promo list. And some of the strategies that we teach coaches on to be able to promote their products is promo, influencers, leveraging other people's audience. Those are the way to be able to convert more people. And pricing. As a coach, you got to know how to price your offer the right way. So you don't have to price it so low. You don't need so many customers for you to hit your income goal. So yeah, you guys, all the coaches out there, master traffic, get a good price and get a good product and scale it up. Don't think about anyone else out there that competition. There's no competition. There's no competition in this world. You're just making it for yourself because you have lack of belief in yourself. You're not confident in yourself. You're holding your own self back for no reason because you don't think you think you deserve the money. You deserve the money. You deserve to make 100 grand a month. Why wouldn't you?
Come on.
You deserve it. Put in the work. You're going to make it. It's not that hard. I'm telling you guys. You guys can be like Boniface is saying, making 100 grand a month is not that hard. It's really not that hard. If you price a product for $2,000, whatever your pricing is, whatever, 1,000, 500, do the math. How many customers do you need to hit that goal? Right. And just now advertise. Understand that 20% is 20% of how much you want to make in revenue will come from will go into your advertisement.
Right.
And you can start small and you can keep growing up. And most important thing with advertisement, you guys are building a brand. And the more you advertise yourself, you're building a brand. That's why we love Instagram, because Instagram, you're building a platform. If you use these influencer pages and they got 5 million, 2 million followers, and they're sending you 10,000 new followers, 5,000 new followers, those people stick.
Come on.
They're going to stick on your platform and buy from you today or next year or next month, but they're there. There's an audience that you're building that's always going to be there. So for you guys, the coaches and stuff, it's time you guys start believing yourself and understanding that you deserve the wealth because you do deserve it.
Yes.
Anyone can make millions. I'm telling you, if you don't feel like you're making million right now, you should literally be at home and be ashamed because it's really that easy. It's not really hard. You need to start holding yourself accountable, guys, so you guys can hit these goals. It's not, you guys know what to do. We've been doing it online. Everybody here, I'm sure you guys been on social media for a long time.
Right.
We've been on social media for like age, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
How we start marketing, start selling our product and staying consistent with it.
Right. Right. Now, I'm going to tell you, if I tell anybody about you, the number one thing I always say is he making money look so easy. So you just really said it, because I guess when you master the technique and how to do it, and you tune out all distractions, like you just said, I don't even see nobody Facebook stuff. I told somebody that before. They didn't believe me. I said, no, I'm telling you, he showed us the back office. He don't even see nothing. He got it set up where he's so focused and know exactly what he wants, that he's just that disciplined. And sometimes that's all it takes. So I appreciate you, Boniface, for coming on tonight and sharing with those who follow me, about you and your story and what you're doing and how you're helping us. Because I was reading last night about entrepreneurs. They literally said that right now in this time there has never been as many wealthy entrepreneurs. The culture has literally shifted, especially minorities and colors. It's never been like it is now. And so, I believe you have a big part in that, because you mentor so many people around the world. And it's like you're a billionaire making millionaires, and then we're going to become billionaires making millionaires. And so I just speak that. So I thank you so much for coming on tonight.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Well, listen, guys, go ahead and follow him on Instagram at I am Boniface Ogunti. That's right?
Yep, I am Boniface Ogunti on Instagram.
Awesome. And schedule a call with his team. Whatever your business is, I'm telling you guys, you definitely want to connect. Okay, Boniface, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye. Listen, guys, I've so enjoyed you guys. I apologize that it went out. But listen, let me tell you guys, if you want to go back and catch the full video, you can. It will be posted on my Facebook page. I'm just super excited because I understand what it takes for me to get to where I know I'm supposed to be. And for those of you who are on here tonight, I want you to go to our Facebook group. Go to On the Road to Financial Freedom free Facebook group. I'm telling you, we are launching Generational Wealth Over Poverty, Anderson's Wealth Academy. We are about to build 21st century wealth builders. And I'm excited to have a voice like Boniface to come in and literally teach us how to scale, how to target, how to get our audience, how to perfect our system. It's so important. And one of the things that he told me when I first met him, he said, Brianna, he said that, and excuse his language, but he said that S you charging for the result that you're getting, that S is too low. And I was at that very moment, it broke another level of literally poverty out of me, because I never saw myself able to scale my business. I was just, thinking making $40 and $20 here and there was good enough. But no, if you're an entrepreneur, if you are a business owner, if you are a coach or consultant, if you are a mentor, you're about to launch something that's going to teach another person how to get a result. If you're going to teach them something, how to change their life, if you're going to teach them something that brings another level or a sense of value to their own selves, y'all, that stuff is priceless. If I tell you how much I paid to even tell you how much we paid to even join his program, y'all will be like, what the world? Because that's how much I believe in myself. And he said it. Before I said anything, he said it. He said, you got to see self-development, and you can't even see the price when it's time to develop yourself and increase yourself. It's priceless, because you are your greatest asset. And so I'm here to tell y'all right now, put yourself where you see yourself. Put yourself where you see yourself. I know for a fact, 2021, the first quarter, I know what I got to do already. I know what I got to do right now. The whole thing is the discipline. It's the discipline. It's the discipline. Another thing is being consistent. Another thing is seeing yourself valuable and seeing your product or service that is worth more than gold. That's the whole goal. That's the whole goal. And so right now, I share before I go, CEO Trey Brown. I wish I could put it up on here. CEO Trey Brown, 15-year-old millionaire, started his shirt company, his t-shirt company at 13 years old. He had $100. He had a birthday present of $100. He took the $100 when it started his t-shirt line. Follow him on Instagram. And now he is a millionaire. He's a multi-millionaire at 15 years old, y'all. I'm telling you, he was on Shark Tank last week because he's ready to expand. And they gave him, they signed him to give him over $300,000 quarterly to take his brand to the next level. There is no shortage of money. I don't know who I'm talking to right now tonight, but let me tell you guys, there is no shortage of money. You got to get to the place where you put yourself where you see yourself. And I'm telling y'all, it ain't oversaturated. It ain't a lot of people doing what you want to do. No, it ain't none of that. It ain't none of that, because your people is your people. All right. So I gotta go. I love you guys so much. Listen, tune in next Monday night. I got another special guest. I'm just gonna declare Millionaire Mondays. All right. Because for the next 3 Mondays, I got a multi-millionaires coming on. Boniface is a multi-millionaire. Next Monday is going to be a multi-millionaire. The Monday after that's going to be a multi-millionaire. So it's not just about having millionaires on, but understand this, y'all. At some point in time, we got to stop talking about it. We really got to listen to people who are manifesting it right now. Praying about it is great. Seeing it before it happens is great. But we also got to hear it from people who are walking in it right now. What is the mentality of a multi-millionaire? What is that mentality of a person who grew up poor? You ain't even have nothing to sleep on. If you go to Boniface's page, he shares his story. He even shows a picture of who he was about 5 years ago, 6 years ago versus who he is right now. I'm telling you, it's a completely different person. And so that's what you got to understand. You got to put yourself where you see yourself. All right. I got to go, you guys. I love you guys so much. I will see you right here again next Monday, 8 p.m. Tune in, Millionaire Mondays, Brianna Anderson Wealth Academy, Generational Wealth Over Poverty. Go join the On the Road to Financial Freedom group. It is about to we have to stop. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's about to launch off. I'm excited. I'm excited to be teaching you guys about multiple streams of income producing activities, cash flowing, revenue streams. I mean, it's just, I'm telling y'all, I don't know what person right now. Sis, what's going on? Prophetess Dupree, you just missed it, girl. I want you to go back and catch the replay. Millionaire Boniface Ogunti, I was telling you about him the other day when we talked. Just got off the live. Go and catch the replay. It's going to be phenomenal. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next Monday. God bless you.